I'm like really far away right now.
Alright, now it's working again. My mic was dead.
Oh.
Good now. Alright.
Okay.
So, everybody knows, obviously, your long, illustrious career here in the WWE, or not so long, but
It's not too bad.
sort of, right, rocket to the top. But a lot of people might not know that you come from a wrestling family. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
So my whole family wrestle. I grew up in Norwich, England. I've basically been wrestling since I was a fetus because my mom was pregnant with me and didn't realize. So I took my first bump then, which was really nice. That's why I'm so weird now.
With flat back or?
Oh no, actually Robbie Brookside from NXT, the trainer down NXT, actually gorilla pressed my mum from inside the ring to outside onto my dad. So it could have ended really badly.
Absolutely.
She took a risk, I love it.
That's more hardcore though,
It's more pretty hardcore. I mean, I didn't have a say in it, but...
Right. Very good. So, what's that like?
Let's go closer. Can we go closer? Can we go closer? Alright, this is way That's too far away to get going.
But,
No, definitely not. Definitely
sounds pretty cool. I'm sure to a lot of wrestling fans would think like that's the greatest thing ever. What's that like?
It's incredible. I mean, I never got bullied in school, which is great. And they never messed with me. Actually, they used to probably stay away from me. I did have a lot of friends in school. Probably because of my wrestling background.
How did your classmates take that? Did they think that was cool? Did they think it was weird?
Oh, they never thought wrestling was cool. I always thought wrestling was cool. I still do. I'm still a super fan.
That's definitely cool.
So, I'm gonna ask you, how does this work? Do you ask me all the questions, or do I get to answer some other questions?
Oh, we're gonna take some questions from the fans. They're lining right up here.
Oh, okay. Ooh, nice shirt, buddy.
All right,
No, not you, the one with the screen for me on the back, sorry. Yours is cool too.
We don't have a ton of time, so we'll open up some questions on the floor. You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right, very
Your
cool.
shirt is just full, I promise. No problem.
Hi, I'm Lily.
Hi, little lady.
My question is, what is it like to be a diva?
It's amazing to be a diva. Reason being is that I like to preach a message, which is to totally and utterly be yourself. That's why I'm a complete nutcase with albino skin. So, no, but yeah, like actually a backstory where I got that message from was I had 2 tryouts in the WWE. One of them obviously didn't end very well, but I tried to be like the rest of the divas. You know, I tried to be cookie cutter, I tried to get a tan, I dyed my hair like I took my piercings out, wore color. I think I wore like pink or something, and I hate pink. And they saw that I wasn't confident and I wasn't comfortable, and they were just like, come back, you know, when you really believe in yourself. So I did, like I came back completely dressed as me, and it was like a 2.5-hour match. I was the only girl. One of the guys being in the match was my brother, and then 10 other wrestlers I didn't really know, and I just got my butt kicked the whole time. And Goldust and Jamie Noble loved it. They just watched it the whole time. Yeah, so I got signed completely and utterly be myself, and that's the. And he's like, get out of here. So yeah, I absolutely love working her. I love working Bailey. Bailey is absolutely amazing talent. I know there's some Bailey fans in the house. Sasha Banks fans. Yeah, I love Sasha Banks. And actually, I really enjoyed working AJ just because, you know, she's my girl, and she's amazing, and she was someone that I looked up to in NXT. So, and actually, Nikki Bella as of late. Oh, are we getting some moves in the house right now? Wait, come on! Alright, I take it back. I don't take it back, I love you, Nikki. Okay, next question, thanks, buddy.
Paige, first off, you're awesome.
Oh, thank you. I really do enjoy the show. Like, you know.
Thank you.
Just an occasion.
What's it like at WrestleMania walking out in front of 71,000 people? Is it any different, or is it just...
It is the quietest thing ever because, you know, it's really crazy. There's more people, but you can't hear anyone. You know, just because in a stadium there's no roof on it, so like all the noise goes up. So even Dean Malenko said, you can literally hear a pin drop, and he goes, but I promise you they are loud. You just can't hear it. But it's the most amazing feeling ever. You can't, it feels like you see the end of everyone, and you can't see anyone's faces because there's just so many people. But yeah, it's the most amazing experience ever, especially having my mum in the front row. So she never has seen me live in a WWE ring before. NXT, yes, but what experience I had to see me at WrestleMania for the first time. I didn't know it was going to happen until I got an update on my phone for the WWE app, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm in Mania. I was sweating bricks the whole time.
You were great, thank you.
I was going to say the other word, but it's unless it's okay, man.
It's a family show.
It's a family show. They're always holding me back.
The name's Philip. First of all, before I say anything, all hail the Queen of Ravens! I have
Kiss my hand. I'm just kidding.
Don't tempt me. I have two questions, if that's okay with you.
I mean, that's okay. I feel like, is that okay?
First off, what would be your dream match?
Can I wrestle guys?
Yeah, your dream match.
Okay. I mean, I would love I'd love to wrestle Paul McConnell. I'm a big fan of Alundra Blaze. There's a lot of people that I want to work. Bray Wyatt. I want to work with Bray Wyatt. I want to get suplexed a lot of times by Brock Lesnar. Suplex David. I 100% want to work Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's the man. Shawn Michaels, Stephanie McMahon, I want to wrestle her.
I've been willing to see that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I don't have like one dream one. I would love my mum to be a tag team with me at some point, but I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I'm sorry, I'm like up the back.
No, that's more than okay. We're here for them.
And my second question is, where did the scream come from?
I was on the indies doing that still, and I didn't really realize I was doing it until I was watching some tape back of myself, and I hate doing that because I hate the way I wrestle. I'm okay. Watered down. I'm watered down, guys. I think I was just like cheerleader Melissa, and like I hit her and did something to her, and then I just like randomly screamed in the middle of the ring. And my dad pointed out, and he was just like, "Why did you scream, you weirdo?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It just felt right."
The adrenaline was going.
Yeah. So then, like in NXT, like SCW at the time, we have to come up with the entrances, and I'm like, well, I already screamed in the middle of the match. Why can't I do it like on my entrance? Because I needed something. I didn't want to walk out there and twirl and like frills and spills and stuff like that. So I thought a scream would be kind of cool. Everyone hates it. They're just like, please stop screaming and please stop saying this is my house. Because I say that a lot. They're like, this is my house. And I was like, seriously, how many houses do you have? They're like, it's like you're pretending that you're not homeless or something. Like, I swear I have a house. This is my house.
Thank you.
That's alright. Take it down.
You're a real wrestling fan, you know why? You got a funny back.
Hey, don't leave the house without it. My questions, obviously you've been involved in wrestling forever and started at a young age. Is your character what you envisioned when you were a young girl, started getting into it? And if not, what did you picture your life would be like when you got to this level?
I had no idea where my career was going. I know I wanted to be in the WWE, but I had no idea. But when I first started wrestling, my dad gave me the character. He named me Brittany Knight. Has anyone seen California Dolls? It's about a female tag team. It's like a 70s movie. Yeah, you have the only one. Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, you need to watch that movie. Okay, it's great. Better than the rest of them. I'm gonna lie to you. So we were in a tag team called the Norfolk Dolls. Obviously, my name was Brittany Knight and it was Melody, but we were like all in white, which is really weird. Very angelic of me. But I was 13, so my dad's like, you can't get your boobs up yet. You don't have any. I'm like, yeah, I still don't have any.
I think when you're 13, you gotta be a baby face.
Yeah, so I started with big fist swells, but I didn't imagine like I would be. I'm just basically an exaggerated version of myself, which is really cool. Like that's what I like. I wouldn't want to be anything else, apart from when they make me dress in fairy costumes. If anyone saw that Raw, that was probably one of my favorite moments of my WWE career.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi.
What's been your favorite angle or storyline to work in your career?
Well, independently, on the independents, I actually liked the storyline between me and my mum for Shimmer. I don't know if anyone watches Shimmer. Okay, cool. So I really like that storyline. It's basically where she berated me every time I lost a match and make me feel very small, and then all of a sudden I turned on her and then I become the super baby face. She became the heel, and then we had a street fight. Do not have a street fight with your mum, it doesn't end well. But that was my last match in the Indies. But I like that, and I liked, actually in NXT it was me and Summer Rae, just because she was the ring announcer and no one expected her to hit me while I was celebrating after I won a match. Did you see that? She was great as a heel, really good heel. And then on the road it's got to be probably just me and AJ, just because we did the frenemies thing, and then I'm sorry that frenemies thing happened. I know everyone got crazy with it. I said it once and then it was like, you're saying it all the time. I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, so I'd say me and AJ up to that.
And quick plug for Shimmer, by the way. That was a great series that you had.
Oh, thank you. I love Shimmer. Shimmer's definitely, I would definitely go watch it if you're in the Chicago area. It's like full of women that are absolutely incredible athletes.
It's definitely worth going out of your way to see her work in Shimmer. It was good.
Oh, you should see my mom work, except for she does punch fans, which I'm like totally against. Some of them deserve it. A little bit too aggressive. My good mom, you're probably going to get arrested at some point.
Hi, Paige.
Hi.
My name is Charlie, and I think you're pretty. My question was, would you ever do a hardcore match or a TLC match, and who would it be?
Duh. Yeah, of course. Like on the Indies, I did it. I wish we could do it WWE. If I did, out of all the girls, I mean, it would probably be Emma still. Like, I'm really pushing for Emma. Come on, we want Emma, guys. Hashtag give Emma a chance. But yeah, hardcore is my jam. Or Lundra Blaze, I feel like she could go.
I'll be hoping for it.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Hi, my name is Daniel, and I've been a huge fan of yours ever since I saw you in Shimmer. My question for you is, who is the toughest opponent you've ever wrestled in your career?
My mother. Only because everyone thinks we will probably go lighter on each other, but that's not the case. We actually go a lot harder on each other. I remember Christmas Eve, before I got to WWE, this is when I was first starting out, she broke my wrist, which was really nice. Had a day off, Christmas Day, and then we had a holiday called Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas. Wrestling again. Are you a fellow Brit? Yeah, I love you. So the day after, I got really angry about it, kicked her in the face, broke her nose. I was like, you broke my wrist. But then the day after that, she knocked me out way back. And we just like tip it out. It's called broken bones each. And she was amazing. Actually, I dressed up as her for Halloween one year. My dad was not happy because I stole one of my mum's thongs. Put it really high, a bit risque for a, like a 10-year-old, but I love Lita, man.
It's interesting because obviously AJ was a big Lita fan. To see the inspiration.
Me and AJ are very similar.
To see the effect that she's had on the current generation and people coming up that are fantastic.
Amazing, and now I get to work for her at Tough Enough, which is absolutely insane. I was actually walking down the street in Orlando at like 1 in the morning, not doing anything bad, guys. Just walking back from my friend's house, no partying.
All above the board.
Yeah, full PG. And she was like driving past with her dog, and she was screaming, Paige, Paige! I'm like, who's the weirdo showing at me? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Leah! And I'm like, fangirl, and I'm like, chill, chill. And I'm like, hey, Amy, how are you? Good to see you. What are you doing? Oh, you live here now? Let's hang out, please. I love that.
Paige, I want to talk about the night we won the title against AJ Lee on the day right after WrestleMania 30 on Raw. I know we were happy with the title, but did part of it wish that match was the WrestleMania 30? You had like a couple months to book that, had that open up in front of that big crowd in the Superdome.
No, I feel like a film works out the way it's supposed to be. Like the whole, I feel like the build-up was perfect. The way they did the Battle Royal and, like no I couldn't have ever put up a better storyline myself. It was great. I didn't know it was going to happen though. That's the one thing. It's like I wrestled so many times that weekend at the
Access.
Sorry, I should know that, but
Just think of me as your hype man.
I'm like, can't feel it. I'm like drifted off, I'm sorry, I just love to talk. Yeah, I wrestled so many times that weekend, I lost my voice and everything, and then I get there and Sarah Del Rey was just like, hey, I think you're on tonight, and I'm like, you're right, alright Sarah, thanks, or rip, right? April Fool's. But then Finn came up to me around showtime, and then he was like, alright, you got a promo. I'm like, what? And then he's like, and you're going to be wrestling AJ afterwards. And I was like, okay. And then he was like, and you're going to win the Divas Championship. And I was like, ah! And I just burst into tears. Dropped a few F-bombs because I lost my cool. I was like, this is the most amazing thing in my life. And then no one else knew, it was just me and AJ. And she was so cool about it. She was amazing about it.
On a quick side note now, you mentioned Sarah Del Rey is probably the real unsung hero of the Divas division. How was she managed?
She's been great. She's kind of let us indie girls do what we want wrestling wise. So she hasn't like done a. She spends a lot more time with like the newer girls, which is awesome. And they're coming up and they're doing absolutely amazing. They're learning quickly, and she's really kicking butt there. Like she's absolutely amazing with the new girls. I love it.
Do you think they'll ever see her in the ring?
I hope so, because she's incredible.
She really is.
Yeah.
Just wanted to ask you, what was your inspiration behind the PTO?
Behind the PTO, that is the Paul Connor booth. And I think there was a match between her and Legend Blaze at SummerSlam, and so you want to see that? You know, you can see it on the WWE Network for $9.99. So you can see that. But yeah, she did it, and I modified it a little bit. But I came up with it in NXT, FCW, and that was when Eva Lee Stiles was still there as well, which is a girl that used to be. I'm losing my train of thought today. She was one of the trainees as well. She got released, but we came up with it together, and then I took it.
One more question.
Yeah.
Whose house is it?
This is my house. This is my house.
Hey Paige, my name is Kanye. Out of all girls, you're my favorite.
Aw.
Can I ask you 2 questions?
Of course you can, buddy.
One is, have you ever had a rivalry with AJ? And 2 is, which is your favorite moment out of all of it?
So I did have a rivalry with AJ. 2 of them. And one was when I debuted and won the Divas Championship. And then she went away for a couple of months, and I was kind of boring babyface. Sorry about that. Not my best. And then when she came back, that was when I liked it too, because we had the frenemies thing, and then people kind of expected me to turn, but didn't. So that was like my favorite moment at winning the championship. Of course. Oh, I won the championship for my birthday for SummerSlam.
By the way.
But yes, guys, no big deal. Cried after that too, big baby.
Good afternoon, Paige.
Good afternoon.
Just want to let you know it's very humbling and gratifying to have you in my presence.
Oh, you're so freaking sweet.
I have 2 questions, and by the way, yes, I get that a lot.
All right, Casanova, spit out.
The first question is, do you see yourself performing the way you do 12 years ago when the women's division was starting to get more divas? Or
what do you mean, like the way?
During the Ruthless Aggression era, where Leah and Trish Stratus and on, do you see yourself competing with those women at that time?
Oh, absolutely. And plus, like, you know, you're more than likely to go through tables back then too. So I'm really trying to push for that, guys. I want to go through a table. I was trying to at the Elimination Chamber. I was like, we could just paint this thing pink, and then, you know, it's the diva match. They never listened to me. They're like, good one, Paige, well done. What else do it? So yeah, I definitely see that, and you know, hopefully it starts going back to that in the future, especially with all the NXT girls, you know, if they step up and come up, you know. hopefully one day we can start having really long 20-minute matches with all the crazy dives and stuff.
And another question. Do you think it's much easier nowadays becoming more of a wrestler than it was, say, 10 years ago or even 20 years ago?
There's a lot more, there's a lot more places you can go for training, definitely. There's a lot of people, I believe, think they're wrestlers. There's not a lot of professional wrestlers. So, like, I love indie promotions, but sometimes you get some backyarders.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, which I'm not.
Less than trained.
Yeah. So, I don't know how to answer that question. But yeah. And I didn't answer it, but I apologize.
How did you feel when you won the championship in your debut?
Aw, it was the most amazing feeling ever. Actually, in the video package they did afterwards, I did cuss in it, and I don't think Vince saw it. And he played it over and over again for 2 months straight. But yeah, I was over the moon. Like it was a huge goal and a dream of mine. So and to get it on my first day, and like I can't imagine a better debut. It was incredible. Oh my gosh! Get in my pocket.
If you want to punch a diva in the face,
That's a good question. Someone had to say it, right? If I had to punch a diva in the face, who would it be? Is that what you're asking? Are we talking about behind the scenes punch in the face, or are we talking about working punch in the face?
like a punch in the face.
Oh, I'd love to punch either Eva or Cameron in the face. No big deal. You're recording this. See you in the locker room, Dad. This is my host. Thanks for the question. You made me sweat a little bit, buddy.
Hello, Paige.
Hello.
My name is Adrian. First off, you're one very lovely lady, and it's an honor meeting you in person. Second, I'm here on behalf for a fellow co-worker of mine who just couldn't make it and who was a big fan of yours. My question is, what is your feelings or experience finding out that you managed to make an appearance in one of the WWE 2K games?
It blew my mind. It didn't feel real. So I was super excited about it, but it didn't really hit home until I actually saw the game. And when I walked into a GameStop and I saw my face advertised on it, and then on the radio, it was advertised in there, and I'm like, who's Paige? That's me! It blew my mind, and then to actually hold on to the game, like I had the game, and I play as myself. I'm like, I like you guys. Like you have to. I grew up playing the games like Raw vs. SmackDown and stuff, it blew my mind. Like I saw, and 2K16 is coming out, and I'm the first diva that's advertised for it. I'm not a downloadable character. I'm actually part of it, so I'm so excited. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I was just wondering how you enjoyed acting in your upcoming holiday movie.
So I got to be in a WWE movie called Santa's Little Helper, and it comes out at Christmas, and I played the bad guy against The Miz, which is always great because me and The Miz are always arguing. They were brother and sister. But it was an amazing feeling. I haven't really done a lot of acting before. I did stunt back in the day, but that's all I did. So it was definitely a crazy new experience. I loved it. It was great. The director was great, and actually, Miz was actually a sweetheart. Can you believe that? Sorry, Mikey, I'm telling you secrets. He's a really nice guy, and he helped me a lot during it as well. The actress Annalyn McCord, she's from 90210 and Nip Tuck. Yeah, so she was an absolute star in it as well. So I had a lot of help. But yeah, it was definitely a different experience. And I got to be in the same bed for like 2 weeks straight, which is weird.
Yeah, how often does that get happen?
Never. I can barely get to sleep in my own bed.
Well, thank you. Can't wait to see it.
Oh, thank you. I think you'll enjoy it. It's just literally Paige with no makeup on.
Alright guys, we only got time for maybe 2 or 3 more questions.
Oh, really? Well.
Hi. Paige, we all know you were in NXT. You were really close to Dusty Rhodes, who recently passed. can you tell us just your favorite story about the American Dream?
Well, it was, first of all, Dusty was an amazing man. He, I actually just rescued a cat recently. Yesterday, I actually named him after Dusty. But he was such a sweetheart, and Cody said it in, his speech at his funeral, like, if you were the full package, he liked you, but he didn't, spend a lot of time with you. He liked the misfits and the broken toys and someone that he needs to shine up, like he was such a huge supporter. And Leah even tweeted about it. He was like, he was mine and Leah's biggest fan. He was such a sweetheart. He called me Pinfit.
Definitely one of those guys that you never hear anything bad about.
No, never. He was the nicest guy, and he was always a big supporter of the talent. He was a big supporter of the underdog, and I loved him. Actually, this is, so you run promo classes, right, in FCW NXT. And like when I first started, he like looked at me and he was like, "Baby, you look like the girl with the dragon tattoo." And I'm like, "That's not like I'm like the girl with the dragon tattoo. I just have black hair, so you need to think." But he's like, "Nah, baby, I see you. I see you on a motorcycle with a laptop." And I'm like, "What?" "I want to see you on top of a ledge looking down at Seth Rollins." He was like, "And you're on a laptop." I'm like, "What's in the laptop? That's it. I can't wrestle with it." But yeah, he'd run promo classes. He used to always make me like get up, so I'd have a promo ready. I'll do it, and at the end of it, he's like, "Paige, baby, okay, get up there." And I'm like, "Oh no." He's like, "Okay, you're gonna do a 1 minute promo for me." And I was like, "Well, what do I have to do?" He was like, "Okay, so you and Seth Rollins broke up and he stole your toaster, Karen." And I'm like, "Alright." I'm new at this point. I'm so scared to say that I was in love with Seth Rollins in this promo. And then the next day, let me get up and I found a new love in my life, and it was Roman Reigns. So he had to sit beside me and I had to like touch him, and I was like, like new stranger, sorry. And then, so we ended up getting a really close relationship. We were really, really cool. He was definitely a mentor and a hero, and he was like, he kept me sane and in his sanity. So, but then there was one time, it was really hard to please him promo-wise, because with me he was like, "No, like I don't want you to say very much," because he was such a huge supporter of me. Like he always wanted me to be the best. So he goes, I delivered this promo, and he goes, "Baby, I asked you for chicken dinner and you give me chicken shit," like that. And I was like, "What?" And then he was just like, "Baby, you can do so much better than that." And then he started like kind of shouting at me a little bit, and I just called him a mother effer and stormed off. I was like, "You mother," I'm leaving. And I like storm up the stairs back into the locker room, and then literally like 5 minutes later I hear this like knock at the door, and like he ditched promo class, come running all the way up the stairs, and like, and he was like, "I'm sorry, princess." And then he sits me down, and he's like, "I can't believe you called me a mother." He's like, "No one speaks to me like that." And he was like, but he said basically he just wanted me to, be the best that I can be, and that he's tough on me because he wants me to be good and he wants me to succeed. And we just sat on that step for like a good 15 minutes, and people are waiting in the promo class. There's still like 25 people wondering where we are, and we just have this heart-to-heart on the steps. So I'll always remember that. He was definitely a best friend. Thank you.
All right, guys, this is going to be the last question. It's going to be a good one.
Hey, Paige.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
My question is this: what was your favorite wrestler as a grown-up?
Favorite wrestler growing up?
Yes.
Kind of had similar questions throughout this, but yeah, I would definitely say Monaco's Steve Austin was definitely my jam. And Leah, they were all my favorite wrestlers. I loved them.
The Rock?
Oh, I love The Rock too. You gotta love it.
Me too.
Freaking Stone Cold the other day. I'm a big fan of Paul Heyman too, so like they were doing a podcast, and I said, "Oh, like those two doing a podcast together, my ovaries has exploded." But then, so Steve Austin comes to Raw, and he comes and hugs me, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" He was like, "I'm just checking that your ovaries are fine." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Yeah, thank you, Stone Cold Steve Austin, my ovaries are fine."
I want to tell you, you're one of my favorite divas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're out of time, so let's give it up for Paige.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Just turn around.
Oh, yay! All right, cool.
Everybody stand up here. Let's show some support.
Yeah, let's get this picture. I'm gonna hold this microphone. This is my baby now. This belongs to me. This is my